morning, my peeps. Candy here at My Mobile Homestead. Sorry about the weird angle of my camera. You get to see the corner of my ceiling. But I really have no place to set my phone down at the moment. So I've had an interesting week. Yes, it's been quite a few days, about a week, since I have posted anything. When I went to Texas, I planned on starting wearing makeup again because I have a lupus rash. So the last couple of videos I looked pretty decent, and now I look kind of haggard. That's because it's the weekend and I really don't want to wear any makeup, but I do have some sunscreen on. All right, so not that that probably matters, but one of the reasons that I haven't been on for a minute is on Saturday I'm having some problems with my blood sugar lately. I have like fasting hypoglycemia, which I have to discuss with my endocrinologist because apparently it's something that shouldn't be happening. Didn't know. I've had it pretty much all my life. Anyway, so that's been happening. And then on top of it, I was having a really big issue with it, and I think that it triggered anxiety because my anxiety, oh man, it'll do some things. And I'm trying to get a grip on that anxiety right now. So me and my Lord are working on that right now. But I did want to talk to you about something. Now, I was on my way to the hospital after one of these episodes because it also gives me gut pain as well. So I don't know what's going on as far as that goes. But, of course, by the time I got to the ER, everything was normal, like my blood sugar and stuff like that. And they couldn't find anything wrong, so just paid another $100 for an ER visit that I cannot afford. But anyway, I'm going to figure out this whole anxiety thing too. Most of the time I give it to the Lord. I do. I just turn it over to the Lord, and sometimes he takes it and handles it. But when it's connected to health issues like this, sometimes I just have a really hard time with it. It gets its claws into me really, really tight. So while I was on my way to the ER, I got stung by a bee right here. That's right. I was sitting in the truck, and this is twice now that I was in my vehicle when one of those lovely pollinators flew in and stung me. The very first time was my first time being stung. So my reaction really wasn't that much. I heard that if you're allergic to something, you're usually not going to have a reaction to it the first time because it's the first introduction into your body. So I bet you can guess where I'm leading. That's right. Well, I got stung a second time, and I was in my own bed with the flu, and one got in through, there was a hive somewhere around here, and we were having a heck of a time with bees getting inside the house, and it came in through my air conditioner in my bedroom, got on me right here, stung me. Well, it didn't swell up real bad and everything like that, but it did take a long time, like over a month, to completely heal. So, and it itched and it was awful. So when I got stung this time, right here, within 24 hours, my hand from here to here was completely swollen, red, burning, and itching so bad. And it is now mostly normal. See, it's about the same size as my other arm. You can see the bone right here finally. And it has taken, it's the following Saturday today. So it has taken a full week for it to normalize. And unfortunately, with the use of methylprednisolone Medrol dose pack, because it wasn't going anywhere. So they have determined at this point I have what is called a moderate bee allergy. And so I have PTSD about driving in my truck with the windows open. But I do not have air conditioning because the compressor is broken in my truck, and that's just a little bit more money than I can afford right now. I don't know what I'm going to do. Half tempted to do a GoFundMe. That's almost like a stupid thing to do a GoFundMe for, you know what I'm saying? But if it's going to keep me from getting stung by a bee while I'm driving, because I might as well just head on straight down to the hospital after that. So, I mean, after I got stung, I went to the ER, but it only covered like this area right here, which is kind of normal. So after they were done with me at the ER, I mean, it was really causing me problems. It got to the point where the bee sting was bothering me more than the reason that I went to the ER. So they gave me a ice pack and told me to take Benadryl at night and Claritin during the day and all this stuff. Well, that didn't even work. That didn't touch it. Benadryl helped only for a couple of nights because, you know, it put me to sleep. But after that, it wasn't even putting me to sleep. So I was waking up in the middle of the night and scratching, and I have like little spots where, because I scratched it pretty raw. It was bad. When I went to the doctor, finally, he gave me these, and my doctor's driving me nuts right now. And he also prescribed me an antibiotic, which he's all, well, better safe than sorry, which, you know, I don't know. I'm going to go crazy with this guy. I'll make a completely separate video about that whole story. But I never took the antibiotic because it's not infection. But he couldn't see where I actually got stung, so I have a feeling that he didn't believe that I got stung by a bee. Whatever. Anyway, so yeah, I'm allergic to bees, which makes the fact that I'm a gardener and I'm setting up a pollinator attracting area so that they will come and pollinate my garden could almost seem weird, but I need my pollinators, right? I don't know. I want the flowers because flowers are beautiful anyway. I'm just going to teach myself that see, what happened was I'm stupid. I'm really, really pretty stupid. See, when I got stung in the car the first time, it flew in and landed on my lapel, and I saw it fly in out of the corner of my eye. So when I turned my head, it, you know, freaked the bee out, and the bee stung me like right here. The second time, same thing. It landed right here, and I went down like this, and it freaked the bee out, and it stung me. Third time, it landed on my arm right here, and I stuck my arm out to my husband, and I was really freaked out. It hadn't stung me yet. No, it did not sting me. It just was sitting there. And then I said to my husband those fateful words, "Get it off." Well, as soon as he grabbed that bee, he went right into me. So if I would have, like a intelligent person that I know I am, maybe like rolled the window down and stuck my arm out the window and said, "Go on, little guy, be free, run away," he probably would have flown away because he would have been, you know, tired of hanging out in this hot car, whatever the situation with these crazy people, this crazy woman that was kind of hysterical. Because I knew after I got stung here in my room that there was a problem, and I most likely was allergic to bees. I don't get the anaphylaxis. Thank you, Jesus, for that. And, but I read that, you know, a moderate bee allergy can progress to that. So I'm hoping that I'm just going to be as careful as possible. So my goal is, while I'm in the garden, I'm going to woo-saw, woo-saw, calm. If a bee lands on me, I'm not going to try to wipe it off. Maybe if he lands on my jacket, because I wear long sleeves, I will gently take the jacket off and, make it so that he doesn't want to be on me anymore or something. I don't know, because I have anxiety, so I don't know how long I can stand there with a bee on me. Um, I don't know. If anybody has any suggestions about how to make a bee go away without wiping it off or frightening it, because they can sting you through your clothes, I sure would appreciate it, because I've worked in the garden all my life. I've been working with bees all around me. Bees have always kind of freaked me out, and partly because when I was a little girl, I was mowing my lawn. I never got stung, but I was mowing the lawn and watering and stuff like that. That was one of my chores. And there was one of those mud wasp nests up on the house. And I was like, what the heck is that? Who threw mud up on the wall, right? So I take the hose and I spray it down, and a bunch of bees came flying at me, and they came fast and hard. So I ran into the house with a swarm of wasps flying after me. They did not get me. But ever since then, I have a little bit of PTSD about things, anything. It can be a butterfly, it can be a fly, it can be whatever. And if it's flying towards my head, it freaks me out, and I, run from it or duck or whatever. And, butterflies are the most beautiful insect in the world, and I would love to be covered in butterflies. But if I don't know if it's an actual butterfly when it's flying at me, at first, I'm going to freak out and might even swat it away, that poor thing. Oh my gosh, yeah. So yeah, those are the events of my week. So I missed work on Monday because I was dealing with this, and I had to go to the doctor and go get the steroids. Finished up the rest of the week. It's doing a lot better. I'm very happy about that. Today I need to get out into the garden. Trying to get my body normalized, because here it is. I have no idea what time. Hold on 2 seconds. Let me look. See, can I look? No, can't do it with the camera running. And I don't have wait, my phone, I think my phone has it on it. It's already 11:34, so I've kind of wasted my day, but I had that blood sugar issue, and it's really hard to, get on track, because it didn't like normalize real quick, which irritated me. And then my anxiety, oh God, my anxiety, ridiculous, because I never had an anxiety issue that was part of my hypoglycemia before. But my hypoglycemia, all I had to do was eat something, and just like a few minutes later, it would start to normalize and I'd be okay. But now it's not doing that. And I'm just, going to have to figure that out. I'll talk to the rheumatologist about that. I am feeling a lot better right now, and maybe it's helping that I'm talking to you guys. So I sure do appreciate you listening to me. So, okay, I don't have diabetes, and like I said, I'm going to go ahead and make another video, so this one isn't ridiculously long, to explain the whole situation that lies out with that. It just kind of a fiasco in my opinion, but yeah, so I got stung by a bee. I'm allergic to bees, and I love gardening, and now I have to go hang out with bees in the garden, pull weeds and stuff like that. So yeah, that's about it. That's me. That's this week. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Love you guys. Please comment below if, like I said, if you have any advice about how to get them to not want to be on me, maybe if there's something I can spray on me, a color I can wear, or something like that. I sure would appreciate that, because I'm not going to give up my gardening. Love you guys. God bless.